Hey, what's up guys, Max here, and we're going to be looking at a Hulkling footage before Ascension and after. So here, just wanted to show you basically the prior footage of unascended Hulkling, and this is without a relic too as well. So most likely you're not going to be running the setup just because relics are just very important, and it doesn't have to be the specific like best relic for the champion. Just having a relic is kind of important. So for longer fights, I think you benefit from a specific relic for these champions. But as you can see, I am running recoil, so I did take some damage there, and I am going to be taking 5% damage. But it's a basic setup, nothing crazy, no boost, no synergies, because I like to just see what the raw damage of this champion is. I did want to point out there that this is a 32,000 crit. Again, non-boosted, just recoil with no ascensions. We do get a bigger crit further later on the road, so I'll point that out as well. But what I'm throughout the entire fights that I'm trying to do, I'm basically trying to get to that special 2 just to deal the most damage, and basically hit it into his block to get those 2 furies. Again, I don't have masteries for the furies, but here we have a 36k crit. This is another point that I want to point out. I think that's not going to be the biggest crit. Again, you could end up with 3 furies if you time it perfectly and the AI cooperates. So he could hit harder than what I'm showcasing here, and especially with a relic, which we're going to go ahead and add here shortly. So here we see the damage that we did, right? But here's the relic that we're going to add. Now I have access, by the way, all this is part of the content creator program, so I have access to one of the best relics and ranked up relics possible out there. So we're going to add the, ideally what I think is one of the better relics for him. And now we're going to, of course, we have to actually activate the relic for the damage. But here's again another fight, same fight, with the relic now. I don't know if I do get to launch the relic here, but we are just, again, it kind of feels kind of slow when I was doing this fight, just because I was trying to, like, the AI Winter Soldier doesn't really cooperate much when trying to hit into his block, and sometimes it just doesn't feel right. But here we go, 36k. Now sometimes on the special 2s you can get very lucky, very fortunate with crits on multiple hits on the special 2. I'm surprised here I didn't launch my relic. I thought I would have, but I think I was going again for the block hits. I'm trying to do the block hits. I don't know why I'm holding back on the relic here, as like I'm trying to see if he blocks. There you go, that's safe, it's a good block. So launch the special 2. Maybe I do. Look at that, 38k crits, multiple crits on there, and finish it off with the relic at 20k crits. So overall, just a minute and a couple of seconds when it comes to the fight. Now this one I am gonna fast forward because there's a lot of kind of build up. The AI doesn't really cooperate on this fight here, so there's a lot of back and forth. So here we're gonna get to the intimidate, which is perfect because she blocks, and then I launch special 2. There's gonna be a fight at the end with the Ascension. You're gonna see the same fight basically. It's probably the best fight that I did with Hulkling when I was recording, so I do want to showcase that. But yeah, here's 2 furies. Go for another intimidate, which I can't apply because it's got a cooldown, but I'm trying to get her basically to block, and there I thought she was gonna block. She doesn't, because I'm trying to launch another SP2. There we go, perfect, into her block. So we launch the SP2, we go 37, a couple of non-crits that are pretty nice again, but I'm still not really, I'm doing a lot of damage. It's not that he's not bad, he's phenomenal. Again, all these champions, anybody you're thinking of ascending is going to be good. So here we ascend him, as you can tell. Now he's ascended. We go back into the Winter Soldier fight. I did cut off a lot of the fluff in my recording, just to show you really the damage, right? I just want to show you basically the raw damage footage on it. So let me know if this is something you like. It takes a little bit more editing, just cutting stuff down, but it's not bad. So here we go. We're gonna go with intimidate. Just hopefully he does block. He does not have a special one, but he decides to throw a freaking heavy. All right, here we go. We're gonna do the special 2. 46k crit there on that one. That one's really nice. Now keep in mind he's ascended now. 31, 31, 31. Even the non-crits are pretty close. I think we had a 36, 38k crit on the other one when he was not ascended. So keep this in mind when it comes to Battlegrounds. This might be the advantage. A lot of people love to use Hulkling for Nick Furies, and just having that extra crit damage on this Hulkling offensively for those fights, especially since you have to take him down twice, is gonna help you a lot, right? And then here we go, finish him off with the relic. That was not enough, but we go with the combo. 1minute 5 seconds to take down that fight. So I do showcase like the footage of how long it takes. Keep in mind too, these health pools are just about 500,000 health. This is roughly what we're starting to see when it comes to like 7 stars rank 2s, but you're probably still going to be going up against some matchups that don't have that much health, so you know that your BG fights are gonna be less than 1 minute when it comes to like a Hulkling. And then obviously it all depends on the node if he's gonna be usable or not. Again, he's gonna be amazing too on defense. Here we go, perfect 2 Furies, 45, I think that's what that was, 27k, 17. Look at those critties, man. Those are beautiful. When it crits, it just feels good. Like, look at that, man. That's a nice special too. And we didn't go into the block, but 47 seconds. Oh, this is the fight that I was telling you about earlier. That is just really nice. It was really nice. Now these fights against Star-Lord, I do mess up there, but this is about 200,000 health. So you're gonna notice how quickly, again, an ascended, when you're fighting somebody with 200,000 health, you know, this is gonna change immediately, like how quickly he does this fight. So let's go ahead into the block. Special 2, non-crits there. All the hits were non-crits, but 27 seconds for just over 200,000 health. Now this one, here we go and fight the second version of the Star-Lord. Now a little bit more health, 671,000. So it's going to take a little longer, but again, if you were to chop this off to what a battleground health pool fight it's going to look like, you're going to find Hulkling to be a freaking powerhouse. I think I'm testing champions that I think I would want to ascend, and Hulkling was one of them. I do want to get this footage out, even though I recorded other footages of other champions first, because I think a lot of people are going to want to ascend Hulkling. I think he's going to be a very favorite champion to do. He's a crazy good defender as well as an attacker, so I think this is a great option if you're considering somebody else besides Hercules and you're wanting to see this footage. He's just amazing, guys. He's that dual threat champion that I think most people need in their decks. You know, he's not going to benefit much on defense for Alliance War this season coming up, but maybe there's going to be a season where he's good on defense or offense. We never know what's coming, you know, what Kabam has in the works for us, but just showing, you know, here's a fight. Like I said, kind of messed up, but 35 hits for 1 minute and a couple of seconds there. So do want to show you some stats though. As you can tell, this is with Hulkling running the same mastery, so no boost. He has a 65,000 health pool compared to 53, which again is going to help you on defense for battlegrounds. I think that's the biggest benefit there, making him just even more healthier and annoying. So if you have a certain combo rotation that you know Hulkling goes down with, it's gonna have to be tweaked when you're fighting an ascended Hulkling or you just ban him. But if you ban him, you're taking your Hulkling off your deck too. So it's gonna be a dual threat, like again on defense. I think he's gonna be really good for this meta of season 11 of Battlegrounds as a defender and even an attacker. I can see that being really good. But look at his attack damage. Let's talk about the attack. 8643, so over 8600, and his attack Hulkling non-ascended at 7000. We know these numbers because of the percentages that are getting increased, but just again, running recoil. Let me know if you want to see these numbers without recoil, or if you want to see these crits or footages without recoil. I just love running recoil myself, but I know Battlegrounds, I'm talking Battlegrounds, some majority of the time we're not running recoil. So if that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments, and let me know what you think about this Hulkling, man. I can't decide on who to ascend. I'm really tossing, and Hulkling I think is one of my options. But guys, take care. Love to see you in the comments, and don't forget to drop a like on the video. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.